Hi guys! For your animal research today, you're going to be learning about your animal's diet. That means, what does your animal eat? Just like in this picture, this horse has a mouthful of grass. We're going to learn about what your animal eats. On the next slide, you'll see this food chain of an owl. Okay, let's read this paragraph together. Today, you will be learning about your animal's diet. An animal's diet is what they eat. Some animals are predators, meaning they hunt and eat other animals. This also means they are carnivores or meat eaters. Some animals are prey, meaning they are hunted and eaten by other animals. Some animals are herbivores, meaning they only eat plants. And other animals are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. Look at the food chain below. It shows that plants are eaten by insects, which are eaten by mice, which are eaten by an owl. Does that mean an owl is a carnivore? It sure does. Let's look at this food chain for a moment. You see that a plant is called a producer. That means that it produces its own food from the sunlight, and it actually is kind of the start of the food chain. So plants grow and insects eat them. And of course, other animals eat plants as well. But in this picture, we see that insects are eating the plant. This insect is an herbivore or a consumer. Consumers are anything that get their food from without making it on their own. Plants make their own food from the sun. Insects, mice, owls, every other animal is a consumer. It eats other things, right? So this insect is an herbivore because it eats plants, and the mouse eats the insect. That makes it an omnivore because mice also eat plants. They eat both plants and animals. Insects are animals as well. Okay, and then an owl eats the mouse. An owl is a carnivore because an owl does not eat plants, it only eats other animals. Okay? Now, on your assignment, it will ask you some questions. What animal did you choose to research? We're going to use my example from yesterday, the octopus. And this is just for an example, of course. When you are doing your own assignment, you will put your own animal that you chose. What types of food does your animal eat? What does an octopus eat? Now, this is the part where I'm going to do some research. As always, since we're using Google, we do need a parent to help us. Okay, but I'm going to go to google.com and then I can type in the search bar, what does an octopus eat? I could also type in octopus diet and it would probably come up. When I click enter, it will show me the answer up here. Nearly all octopuses are predatory. Bottom-dwelling octopuses eat mainly crustaceans, polychaetae, I don't know that word, worms, and other mollusks such as whelks and clams. Open ocean octopuses eat mainly prawns, fish, and other cephalopods. So this word here, predatory, that means that my animal, my octopus, is a predator. That means it hunts and eats other animals. And it gave me a bunch of answers here of what it eats. I can also scroll down and watch some videos of what an octopus eats. Just make sure that your parent is there to make sure that you click on good videos that you can watch. Also, octopus diet, I could maybe click on a website and read a little bit more in detail about how an octopus eats and what they eat, right? It would be interesting to know how an octopus eats because I can't really see its mouth on it. I wonder where it puts its food, right? So I would go ahead and do my research. And what types of food does your animal eat? I'm going to answer in a complete sentence. My animal, or I should actually say the octopus, eats, and I can go back to my answer from the top and see crustaceans, worms, clams, fish, okay, crustaceans, I might spell that wrong, worms, fish, clams, and I could continue and write all of the things that I learned that they eat, okay? How does your animal find their food? Now, I know that my animal is a predator. That means that it hunts for its food. The octopus hunts for its food in the ocean. Now, I could go into a lot more detail, and you probably should on your assignment write more than one sentence, but I'm just using this as an example, so we don't need to do it completely. Is my animal a predator? Yes. How do I know? I know that the octopus is a predator because it does not eat plants and it hunts for its food. Is my animal a carnivore, an herbivore, or an omnivore? Now, we learned in the other slide over here, right, that carnivores are meat eaters, herbivores are plant eaters, and omnivores eat both plants and animals. The octopus only eats other animals, so it's a carnivore. How do I know? The octopus eats other animals and does not eat any plants. That is how I know that it is a carnivore, okay? And that's my whole assignment. Please make sure that you add as many details as you can. Take your time doing your research. This is just a quick video to kind of show you how to get started, but take your time on this because you will be sharing all of this information with us when you present your animal research.